Okay, so I just finished watching Kamari, aka Lyrical's video for this Tuesday on Chicks and Soup, and he was talking about how his outward appearance made him uncomfortable a lot, and I am not personally like FTM or on any you know um, hormones or anything like that because I'm not FTM. Okay, yeah, but I do have those same problems. Like, it's crazy sometimes because nobody else can like really identify what you're feeling in the moments of uncomfort because of your appearance. And like he hit everything like on the head that I feel like in my life. Like that shit's crazy. And I'm comfortable with myself and what I do and how I look. But it's just like when you go into an environment where it's not accepted or it's not understood, it's kind of awkward. You just be looking like, yeah. But yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Like, I'm, okay, you see my hair? My hair is cut. I mean, I wear the clothes, I guess, of the appearance of a male. And, I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of people just think I look like a dude, but I'm not. I'm a female. Like, I don't identify as a female, but I know I'm biologically a female. And, once you're raised to know that you're a female, it's like kind of awkward for people to come up to you and be like, sir, him, his, he, and being that I don't identify as either, like, even when people call me she, I'm still like kind of like, yeah. But like he was talking about his parents and how he feels bad for his family in the awkward situations, and I can identify with that. Like, yeah, like my mom, like my parents are older. My mom is like 68. My dad is like 71, and I'm 24. Put it together. Anyway, but yeah, he was saying how when he goes, his dad's so proud of him that he's always gonna think that he's his little girl at heart, and all stuff like that. And my dad's the same way. Like, I've always been under my dad. I've always been like comfortable around him. He's always been there for me. He's still there for me, and he just looks at me as like his little girl. Like, that's what him and my mom now. Like, me and my mom kind of bumped heads when I told her I was gay, but yeah. Anyway, but my dad, like, he still looks at me as that little girl that used to follow on his coattails everywhere he went. And so, like, we'll be out somewhere and somebody will be like, oh, that's your son? And he'll be like, no, that's my daughter. And then it just be like this awkward silence, like. And that makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, yeah. And they look at me like, you're a girl? And I'll be like, something like that. Yeah. And so he's like, oh, like, yeah, that's my daughter. That's not this girl. And they're just like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Like, that's the most uncomfortable part. Because I don't know what to say when people be like, I didn't mean to offend you. Because I'm not necessarily offended. I'm embarrassed that you're embarrassed by it. And so, like, with my mom, it's like really crazy. Like, she knows a lot of people, and all the people, like, when you were little, they'd be like, oh, that's your baby? And she'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, oh, he's so cute. And she'd be like, that's not a boy, that's a girl. Look at her chest. And I'd be like, oh my God, Mom, why you do that? And she'd just be like, well, I'm just saying, I don't have no little boys and stuff like that. And I'd be like, oh my God. It's like the most embarrassing, uncomfortable feeling ever. And like my sister, she like, cause when I'm like at work or whatever, like my job, I haven't been on it that long, but when I'm at work, like, this is the first job where most people call me female, and I'm just like, okay, cool. My coworkers, like if somebody were to call me a dude or he or him, sir, my coworkers be like, that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable when people call you he? And I'm like, no. I mean, I really don't care. Whatever you see is what I am. Yep. Exactly. Anyway, but yeah, like some people will come to my job and be like, are you male or female? And I'm like, neither. And they just look at me with this confused look, and I'm just looking back at them like, what? So, I mean, yeah, I feel bad for my family sometimes because my sister normally explains it to most people before I meet whoever she's, you know, whatever. But it's just like when people are like, I go to the public restroom somewhere, I take my niece or my nephew in the women's restroom, people are looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing in this restroom? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here? I mean, I go to either. I really don't give a shit. I go wherever the least people are most of the time. And so, I don't care. But I do understand the uncomfort when it comes to the family, like that shit. And I have like a lot of brothers. Well, I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters. My 3 older sisters are older, like in their almost 50s. And so, like, they get offended when people call me he. I had this whole thing where they were trying to figure out if I was gay or not, why she looked like that, why she cut her hair, such and such. And I'm like, why does it matter? Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm comfortable in my skin. Like, this is the most comfortable I've probably ever been in my life. And I've been like this since I was like 13. And so it's not going to change, but I'm just saying, I really understand the uncomfortable part about it. I just want you, like, the people who feel the way I feel, to, I mean, comment, let me know what's going on in your life, you know? Because I thought I was the only one that felt that shit, but Kamari, shouts out to you, because you hit that shit right on the head, like what I was feeling. Like, I've never had anybody to talk to about that. I've never had anybody that identified with it. Because my best friend is a gay dude. He's just like a dude. You know, gay dudes get away with it better than we do for some reason. But yeah, comment. You don't have to rate. You don't have to subscribe. I really don't care. But yeah.